Everyone, I'm here by the names of Katsimanet. We are going to discuss as usual. Today's discussion is about foundation of culture. Foundation of culture refers to the organization that support and promote the culture effort by respecting others, respecting a set of rules that a given community, and taking care for others. Their similarity of African ethics and the European ethics. The first one is importance of community. They both consider about the importance of people in a given society. The second one is moral values. They both have principle or moral principles that guide a given person or behaviors that a person should behave. They also influence religion, which means that there is Christianity in both continents, Islamic or Adventist. The difference between African ethics and the European ethics is that religious influence, the way they go to church, the way they pray according to their beliefs. As African, we are influenced by spiritual and cultural beliefs, but European, they are influenced by Judaism, secular humanism. The third difference is that individual and communalism. In Africa, we consider the individual, we consider the priority of a person or the important person as he contributes the important things to the society. As but in Europe, they consider individual without considering other things. So the third question was about the relationship between the right and the duties in the law, in both law and the ethics. As we know, right refers to the things that a person must have, but duties, these are responsibilities that a person must do. So, as we so right of the person impose the advantage and freedom for the person, while duties they are tasks that individuals should have. When a person has the right and know what he or she needs to be, he also fulfilled the right. So he also fulfilled the task he or she is supposed to do. So when you obey law and do what you're supposed to do, you have your right, and also fulfilling one's duty maintains either peace in the society. So the fourth question was about how does Ubuntu influence ethical thinking? First of all, you can ask yourself, what do you mean by the term Ubuntu? Someone says that we can't live without other people, or we can't live like an island, which means that Ubuntu refers to the act of having compassion, care, humanity, or respecting for other people. So the way Ubuntu contribute to the ethical thinking in a given society, or for example, let us take an example as you have compassionate or care for others, which means that the way you are helping others, the way you are supporting others, that is how we will improve or influence ethical thinking. The first example is promote solidarity and the togetherness of the people. As we can't live without other people, who will help us to live with other people, who will help us to communicate with other people, help us to help our friends, our neighbors, so that our society is being promoted and we have social well-being. The second example is promote compassion and care. As Ubuntu, we can't live without other people. When you live with one neighbor, you care for him or her. You identify what him or her she or she needs, which help us to live in a society and help us to be developed. Ubuntu help us to respect the culture and the values, which means that when we are living in a society with other people, you can't disagree or you are not allowed to disjudge their values or disrespect their values, which means that as Ubuntu help us to think about how we can value the ideas for others, how we can respect others, how we can have integrity or apply integrity with others and live without being selfishness, which means that as we can't live with other people, let us be able to apply Ubuntu to other people, and Ubuntu is in person, not in a given society, which means that you are the one to determine your level and you are the one to determine how you could help others in order to have culture of ubuntu and promote our given society. Thank you for today's discussion.